Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved Custom Scenarios. We're going to try out Assimilation bugs today and see if this is any fun. By Inferno Thing. A species of strange invertebrates of unknown origins had appeared, and they have the ability to steal genetic information from arthropods they eat. The more species they assimilate, the more powerful they become. Lots of custom icons and traits, complex evolution tree, devastating combos. Ooh, I like when people come up with combos. That's always creative. And some country-specific arthropods that can be assimilated. Now, I'm curious how that's going to work. All right, symptostasis apparently is very helpful here, and it is a Neurax worm. Good news! I always use the symptostasis for the Neurax worm. Let's see what we can get. Normal difficulty, assimilation bugs, cool. We emerge! You are a worm-like organism that looks nothing like a worm. But okay, you must hunt small arthropods to gain their genes and evolve to assimilate larger ones. What, I'm gonna hunt you down and devour your essence? Yes, that sounds like drinking the blood of your enemies. You also become enemies with humans and must eradicate them. I'm surprised that humans care. Tiny little worm thing that eats other things. Sounds like most predators in life. But for some reason, humans are like, screw these guys. I guess. I don't know. Transmissions are blank. Are they going to stay that way? We're going to find out. Symptoms, also blank. Abilities. DNA steal. You are able to steal and incorporate the DNA of prey arthropods. You also become an arthropod yourself. Evolve to eat more species for more abilities. Entognatha. Entognatha? I don't know. I've never seen that word before. Prey. Hunt small, non-insect hexapods and gain basic arthropod physiology. Don't we already have arthropod physiology? I thought that was sort of implied, but okay. Basically, you are what you eat. Human bonus. Okay, that sounds pretty good. And then we have silverfish prey. The first insect prey. Faster legs will help spreading faster. Thermal bonus. Thermal bonus? Like for... Okay, when you say thermal, do you mean heat and cold? Because they're both technically related to the thermal dynamics. Or do you just mean a heat bonus? I'm not too sure yet, but we're going to pick it up anyway. That leads to Hemiptera prey that looks like a stink bug. I'm pretty confident that's a stink bug right there. We got plenty of those in Virginia, and they're annoying as heck. They last forever. Hunt Hemiptera, true bugs, and gain their abilities. Why is that a true bug? I'm not too sure. Prey on Orthoptera prey. Good lord, I feel like I'm diving through like all my genus and phylums and stuff of the frickin' insect world. This is uncanny. I haven't done this in forever. Such as grasshoppers and gain their genes. Rural bonus. And we can leap very, very far. Also, we have gills. Gain gills like the insect larva you feed on. Water transmission. Wait, what insect larva has gills? I don't know. I'll be honest, studying insects was never my strongest suit. But, maybe that's a thing. That's news to me. Enyali. Do certain insects have gills? Enyali. She has her headphones on. She cannot hear a dang thing. Enyali!
What?
Do certain insect larvae have gills? Have you ever heard of that?
I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Maybe like the water.
Water insects? Like water bugs? I've never heard of it.
I don't know.
News to me. Alright, whatever. We're gonna go for the... human bonus? Yeah, sure, let's go for the human bonus. That leads to... Coleoptera prey. Now you can eat Coleoptera and have more abilities. Again, a thermal bonus, for whatever that means. Is this like a cockroach of some sort? Sort of looks a little bit like one. I'm not too sure. We are evolving quite rapidly, and I'm not too sure if all of these insect types actually exist in Saudi Arabia, but presumably they do. Anyway, that's kind of fun. Do we want to go for the grasshoppers, or do we want to go for the roaches? Let's go for the grasshoppers. That leads to ticks or fleas. These are fleas, not ticks. Hunt various other insect species and unlock additional traits to evolve in the transmission tab. We do have another transmission available, wall crawl. Stronger claws on legs, help walking on walls, and ceilings with urban bonus. Anyway, alright, so we're getting around in Egypt now, and it looks like the Middle East as well. I'm kind of curious what they mean about this whole, like, country-specific arthropods. Is that, like, an event that comes up? Like, how is that going to work? I'm not too sure yet, but I'm very curious, because that could be kind of cool. Let's go for the urban bonus. The UK votes for Brexit. A little bit late somehow, but hey, that's fine. And there are some symptoms now available. Okay, let's see what we got available today. Mole crickets. Gain strong digging front legs from mole crickets to travel underground. Land transmission. Locust jump, that's what I was talking about with the far jumps. That's pretty good. It's not actually, like, very infective or anything, but still. Crop Destroy. In addition to your diet, you hunger more and damage crops, which angers humans. Rural bonus. I mean, I kind of like the idea of getting some severity, actually, so we get a bit more DNA from red bubbles, so that's not a bad idea. Swimming. Swimming hemipteras give you water transmission. Stink bugs. I knew it! Okay, the stink bug's smelly ability helps warding off dangers. You know, when it comes to stink bugs, we've discovered the best thing to do is to flick them really hard. Just flick them with your fingers. So hard that it basically breaks their neck, if they had a neck, but you know what I mean. Don't squish them, then they stink. You do that real quick, they don't stink. That's what we've learned. Cicada noise. Ah, cicadas. We actually, not too long ago, I think just like a year or two ago, had like a big cicada. I don't know, what there's a term for it when like the cicadas like bury and then they all emerge all at once, like every few years. It's really uncanny, but still. Gain flight from cicadas and the ability to make loud noises. Oh boy, are they loud. Nectar feeding. Hemipteran proboscis allows you to feed from plants and better survive in rural zones. All of these things sound pretty useful. Man, it's like, oh, there's cicada noises. Okay, so all of this is like somebody went through like their insectology, like biology book, and it's just like, let's find all the coolest features of a bunch of common insects, and we'll just all add them into one giant worm-like creature. I mean, that's actually kind of cool. I kind of like it. Diptera prey. Catch Diptera species, either adults or larvae, and gain fear characteristics. Drug resistance bonus. That sounds nifty. I want that. Huh. I mean, this is kind of cool so far. I actually feel like I'm learning things. I don't know what I'm learning exactly, but I'm sure I'll retain it in there somewhere. What's this? Life cycles. Your species start having larvae that look different than adults and undergo metamorphosis. Unlocks more evolution options. Sounds pretty useful. Let's take a look. Decomposers. Gain the ability of flies to thrive in carrion. Corpse transmission. This will be useful later, but perhaps not right now. Do you want to unlock this one? Sure. See what's involved in this next thermal bonus, Coleoptera or whatever. Now we're in Madagascar, getting around pretty well, pretty decent amount of infectivity. We have been discovered, some sort of weird gene-stealing bug. Other prey, sure, that leads to Evolution 1. Increase the chance to get a random free trait. You mean mutation chance? Is that what you mean? Or am I actually going to get like an actual free trait? Which would be kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't think I need the mutation chance right now. Coleoptera shield, gain a better protection for your exoskeleton. Your wings are also covered by it for protection. General resistance. Diptera wings, air travel, and evade humans and other dangers. Mosquito sting. The mosquito proboscis gives you the ability to suck blood from mammals, but it does annoy them. Urban, rural, and poor bonus. That sounds useful. We will definitely grab that. Okay. So I guess I'll go for some water transmission to make it a little bit easier to get out to some of these islands, but this is actually really cool so far. Like, I'm creating a custom insect. Forget customizing your diseases with different symptoms and stuff like that, different genetic traits. Like, this is like okay, those like Build-A-Bear factories, but this is Build-A-Bug factory. Almost. Kind of like that. All right, we have a lot more options down here. More eggs. Risk of overpopulation. Is that really a threat to me? I mean, I feel like just straight up that much infectivity is a good thing, right? Hibernation. Hibernate when conditions are too harsh. Thermal bonus. Body parasite. Parasitism allows you to feed and thrive in human-populated areas. Urban and rural bonus. Increased mutation chance sounds nice. We'll grab that. Antenna. Gain better antenna and sensory capabilities to detect camouflaged prey and avoid danger. I think that's to help reduce detection chance. We'll go ahead and grab that. Water ski. Gain the ability to walk on the water surface. More water transmission. We'll grab that too. Why not? Okay. Hey, can I just say, look at how many custom icons are in some of these, and some of these are like pretty intricate. That's actually kind of impressive. Like, these tiny little lines and stuff, like, it's not as easy to do this as you might think. Someone put in a lot of effort sitting there and trying to make the perfect images. I'm impressed. I know what's involved in that. It's not easy. Stick insect. Better at hiding in arid and urban regions. Leaf insect. Humid and rural areas. What are we missing right now, really? Cold places, mostly. A few islands. More water transmission would probably be a useful thing at this point. Do we want to go for deadly mosquito sting? That's a little bit of lethality. Probably not. Looking for more infectivity here. Mole crickets could probably be alright. Land transmission sounds useful. Locust jump doesn't seem to do much. They said there were a lot of combos, right? So I would think that there's got to be a lot of awesome stuff from that. Do you want to go for nectar feeding, or do you want to unlock some... I don't know. Let's try going for Diptera wings. That leads to botfly. Gain the botfly's ability to develop their larvae under the human skin. Ew. Very unpleasant and draws attention. That's what I want to do. Let's get some more severity going. Assimilation bugs are just another parasite. Literally in this case, because we did develop parasitism. So, you're not wrong. I really need more, like, cold resistances and stuff, though. Ooh, butterflies, or maybe moths, I'm not too sure. Lepidoptera, prey. Now you can catch butterflies and moths. Well, I guess that answers my question. It's both. To gain better air transmission. I guess we'll grab it, but I don't feel like we really need it. We're pretty much everywhere that has, an airport. So, they're starting to work on that cure. I'm kind of worried we're not going to get a boat over to Greenland at this point. We're looking for some more cold resistance, really. Air transmission from dragonflies is kind of okay. Risk of overpopulation? Maybe. Corpse transmission? No. Termite wood eating. Rural bonus. I really just need as much thermal bonus as possible. Let's go for hibernation. And leaf insects, we are better in some humid places. Maybe get down to, like, New Guinea and stuff. Coleoptera shield symptom has mutated for 3. That's nifty, but I'm kind of worried about Greenland here. They're working on that cure kind of aggressively. I'm not sure we're going to get a boat out there. We're going to try, though. More symptoms available. We have migration. Wings become strong enough to allow periodic migrations across the borders. You choose the destination. Okay, that's the Trojan Plains. That's what I wanted to see. Caterpillar camo. Larvae are camouflaged and harder to find for research. Toxic caterpillar. Toxic properties. Dangerous and better be avoided. Slight lethality. I'm not seeing a ton of lethality in this so far. But now that we have the Trojan Plains, I feel a lot better. Let's go for some lethality and some corpse transmission. Just, because. Rural bonus, sure, and that does not unlock something else. Okay. Let's go to Greenland, make sure that we have that done. First death has been conducted in Central Africa. Seem to be infecting Greenland fairly quickly. No big deal there. We have something new. Hostility. More lethality. Okay, let's become more hostile to humans. In fact, let's become even more hostile to humans. They're already trying to cure me. We might as well. Right, we have the corpse transmission. No big deal. Mandibles. It's easier to hunt prey with sharp cutting mandibles. I have no doubt that this is true. Scarab force. Gain even more resistance after assimilating the scarab's beetle strength. Okay, just general resistance. I guess that's drug and maybe also heat and cold. I'm not too sure. Firefly. Bioluminescence from fireflies help mating more successful, but it's noticeable at night. I mean, alright, sure, we'll grab this. So, I don't see, like, mind control the humans as an option so far. So I'm kind of wondering, do I have to go for the lethality route? I mean, I'm killing people. There's toxic caterpillars. So maybe this is good, but I'm not too sure. I guess we'll slow down their research with caterpillar camo. Migrate more often. Don't care. Mandibles. No, I just need lethality, and I don't see any more available. Do we want evolution? Probably not. More eggs does nothing. Dragonfly, air transmission, stick insect, probably not that helpful. Maybe I have to go for evolution to unlock something, or maybe I have to... I don't know, I've got infectivity in the entire world, I think. Where's my country-specific things? Maybe I didn't even notice. Maybe I didn't even notice and some of these actually became unlocked when I reached a certain country and only then. I'm not too sure. Let's go for this. We'll go for stink bug. We'll go for mandibles. We'll go for locust jump. This did unlock cockroach resistance. Very resistance in urban areas in particular. Mantis claws can catch better prey. Let's try that. That unlocks mantis camo, hide from researchers. Good for trying to avoid stuff, but again, is there a mind control option here like a Nurex worm typically would have? Because if not, I'm not sure how well this is going to work out for me. Ooh, maybe there is country-specific stuff. Tiger beetle assimilated. You gained the tiger beetle's strong mandibles and fast running. More infectivity. I mean, that thing's kind of cool looking. Big and green. I'm a little worried here about the cure. Let's try to slow it down with some camouflage. Go to Sweden. Tortoise beetle assimilated. You found and assimilated tortoise beetles. You gained their ability to instantaneously change color and evade researchers. Really? There's a beetle that can instantaneously change colors? That's awesome. I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to look up some insects now. It's been forever since I've done anything like that. All right, so we're getting some pretty reasonable spread here. It's just we're having a hard time in the cold areas like Sweden and Canada. Maybe a bit more infectivity would be helpful. I'm not too sure. Cockroach resistance, dragonfly. I don't feel like any of these are very helpful at this point. We don't need more migration. Oh, there is new stuff. Arachnids. We're moving on from regular bugs. You are powerful enough to kill off all kinds of arachnids. Their abilities may prove useful. Hymenoptera prey? I think that's how you pronounce that. They may be more powerful and numerous, but you can manage them. Ants, wasps, and bees give you more useful abilities, and crustacean prey. Swim in your strength allows crustacean hunting become better in water transmission and more dangerous. So the problem is, it seems like these unlock so late that I'm not sure what they do for me. Maybe arachnids or something like that give me the option to have some more lethality, which is something I probably want. But, again, we're kind of reaching a point where, you know, it took so long to get here, I'm not sure that this is going to work out well for me. Maybe the ant route leads to mind control. You know, like the queen bee kind of a thing, you know? A hive mind thing? We've already done something like that. Maybe. I have no idea. We're not killing very fast, that's the problem. Okay, let's try going for, I have to pick one. Let's go for the ants. That leads to bee sting and hive. That was not what I was hoping for. Okay. Well, we've almost infected the entire world. What's missing? Nope, that's everybody. No healthy people left in the world, so we haven't won, and they're still curing me, and I don't have enough lethality to slow this down and win. Exploding ants assimilated. You gained the suicidal abilities of exploding ants you found in Southeast Asia. Your last defense explosion makes you harder to research. That slowed it down by 1%. I don't think that slowed them down too much. Wasn't very hard. Turns out, ants may explode, but they're still pretty tiny. So, Trojan planes mean nothing at this point. Brexit cancelled due to assimilation bugs. Not sure how that changes things, but okay. Hive symptom mutated. Co-op kill. As a hive species, you can cooperate with other members to take down larger threats. I mean, I'll be honest, so far I'm kind of wondering if the abilities, like pathostasis, is better than symptostasis. I'm not too sure yet. We've got a lot of stuff, but I don't know. Bee sting, wasp sting, it's just a little bit of lethality. I need way more DNA to make this work. Way more. Maybe it is worth going for the pathostasis and then trying to get like the free traits from evolution. Actually, I'm kind of wondering if maybe evolution is required to win this scenario. We're gonna have to restart, obviously. Unless we unsimulate some bug that makes it way easier to win, I just don't see us winning at this point. So we're gonna have to restart. I'm trying to think through what I can do to actually beat it, though. Pathostasis, should we give it a shot? Yes, I think we give it a shot. All right, we're gonna restart. And we're gonna go for the pathostasis and see how well we do. Well, I think we may have it this time, but it's been a heck of a lot harder than I thought it would be. So pathostasis didn't really do what I was hoping for. Symptostasis is definitely the way to go, and we did get a parasite combo apparently, which is pretty nice, more severe, I should say, and increased mutation chance. So what I've discovered here, one of the reasons I went back to the symptostasis, is I figured out with the gating mechanism to figure out and get things like arachnids and crustaceans and such, is to finish off an entire cluster. So for example, finishing off swimming, stink bug, nectar feeding, and cicada noise is what unlocks Diptera prey. Finish all of that off, and that's what unlocks the Lepidoptera prey, whatever it is. Point is though, you really want to finish these off in clusters if you can in order to continue progressing down the tree. So now I understand that a little bit better. Still having a heck of a time beating down that cure though. They were getting pretty darn close, but fortunately, the caterpillar camo and the sand hide seems to have reset it back a fair bit. So I think we may have it now, but man, it was getting a little bit dicey there. Bombardier beetle assimilated. You gain the genes of a bombardier beetle. You can now spray your dangerous toxins on your prey and humans. More lethal, harder to research. Sounds perfect. Good timing. Canada is now fully infected. What's missing? New Zealand is not fully infected. Oh, not even close to being fully infected. That's not good. Let's go ahead and send a plane down that way, not that I think it matters too much. So I think we've got almost everything with the exceptions of ants, wasps, and bees down here. But I'm not sure we're going to get quite enough DNA to make that work. So it looks like we are going to have to just destroy everybody. But we'll get there. Ballooning spiders. You found ballooning spider species in the United States, and now you can use your web to fly and migrate across the borders and air transmission. Those are the spiders that, like, create what looks almost like parachutes out of their webs so that they can fly, right? Well, glide, ride the winds, something. I don't know exactly what you'd want to call it, but there you go. How do we not unlock some of these things? What are we missing? We're missing something. We originally maybe have to get claws. No? I had some stuff over here. Where'd that come from? And yes, by the way, the evolution stuff, getting some free symptoms has definitely been a big help to finishing off those clusters just so I have a bit more control over what species I'm going to devour next and assimilate their genes. So yeah, looks like we're going to win this one. A little on the slower side, but eventually we kind of figured it out. So, yeah, symptostasis is probably an absolute necessity just to control what kind of stuff you're going to be getting in the future. Little tough. A little bit of a tough scenario, but overall, I mean, just the sheer amount of customization, the whole thing's basically done from scratch. It's kind of cool, really, I mean, when you think about it. 22 DNA in order to unlock those. We won't worry about it. I don't know if I care about anything else, though. We'll grab antenna. What good's a bug without antenna, right? Cute little antenna squirming around like, oh, something's going on. But we're just not super duper lethal. You know, even with a lot of this stuff done. Oh, antenna apparently unlocks these. Interesting. Yeah, apparently, though, even with almost every single symptom ours, with the exception of the hive, still not a lot of lethality. So that's perhaps one of the problems with this scenario is that lethality is a little bit on the timid side. It's one of the reasons I think the cure got up to 90% before I reset it. So it was a little bit closer than it should have been, mostly just because lethality is just a little bit weak. But otherwise, like, my god, like, there's so much information, so much customization in this scenario. I don't really think I can understate, like, how much work went into something like this. I mean, the symbols alone, right, all these icons, that would have taken hours. Hours to get those PNGs properly uploaded. Well, designed and cut everything out and stuff. You know what I mean? Really impressive, honestly, and all have custom descriptions. It all kind of follows its own plot, you know? You have actually, like, special pop-ups for all these different random species getting integrated, and, like, this is a particularly notable thing that gives you extra speed. Like, that's cool. I don't know. I'm really impressed with this offer. This author really went all out here. I like it. Now, if only we could just kill a little bit faster so I didn't have to continue waffling on, even though I don't think I have much of a point left, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Maybe. All right, come on, world. Oh, you're slowing down just to screw with me now, aren't you? Yes, you are. Very slow scenario, 3 years, but there we go. 881 days, terrible score only because it took so dang long, but we did eventually get there. That was a really cool scenario. Like, I have mad respect for that. So much effort went into something like that, and it works really well. Little bit of rebalancing, increase that lethality a little bit just so your late game doesn't drag on for no good reason, but otherwise, fantastic. Well done, Infernal Thing. You have earned a salute from me. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.